Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Working Horses with Jim, where we talk about all things draft horses and our life here on the farm and how Jim works with horses. Today, as you can see, I am up in the hay barn getting down some hay for the horses. It's getting pretty empty up here. We didn't have the best hay crop last year, and it was kind of a weird summer, but we've got enough hay, Jim thinks, to make it through. He was up here counting the other day, and so I'm working on getting the barn cleaned out. This hay over here is for the horses. We segregate it, separate it out. We always make sure the horses get the best. And over in that corner way over is what we feed to the stock that's inside the cattle and outside if they need it, but we give them a lot of round bales. Anyways, the plan today on this video is just to share with you a few things that are going on here on the farm. And Jim is down at Paul Smith's logging, so who knows what we'll be sharing on this video. But spring is upon us. Early spring. We had a dusting of snow last night, but we are starting to get it into high gear for the coming little while because it's going to be busy. Jim's been checking over the fields, and when this video comes out, we'll probably be in Vermont enjoying a week with our son Levi and Lauren and his wife Lauren and their kids. We have a new grandson. His name is Alistair Seaton, and we are so excited to welcome him into the family, and they have graciously allowed me to come down and spend some time with them and the new little one and the family. So I am totally looking forward to that. But right now, I better get chores done. This is the daily game that we play with Skippy. He always is down at the bottom when I bring down the hay and has to stand on the bales and get some attention before I bring them over to the horses' barn. He's waiting over here for me when I bring the bales over. Basically, always in the way, but good to have around. Right, Skip? Good to have around. Show everybody your little trick. Come on. Of course, he's not doing it now, but he loves to sit up on his haunches like this. It's his way of, he can't jump up on us, but he sits back like this a lot, and it makes him feel like he's doing something fun, I guess. Come on, let's go get some more hay. Now I'm over in the cow barn side of the hay mound, and as you can see, it's pretty much a lot of mess in here. And I'm thankful that the hay crop wasn't so great this year because we're finally getting this cleaned out. It's hard to get the hay out of this end of the barn, but we need to this year, and so we're doing it. We have some stacked hay over there, but we have a bunch of this loose hay, and what I've been doing every day is putting some on this shower curtain, pulling it over to the hole over there and dumping it down, and then feeding loose hay to our little critters downstairs. And I think that the shower curtain is one of my best tools here on the farm. It's really ridiculous, but it's true. I use it for this, for pulling a lot of loose stuff around. I use it in the flower garden all the time to put my weeds and stuff on and haul it over to off the yard into the compost pile or whatever. And I use it for leaves. I use it for a lot of things. I also noticed that sometimes we watch videos from farms in the Ukraine, up in the hills and places like that, and they also use like a piece of cloth, probably bigger than this or whatever, but that's how they move a lot of hay as well. So I'm going to keep doing it, and I find it one of my, like I said, most useful pieces of equipment here on the farm. That and the good old-fashioned pitchfork. Feeding loose hay. I have to give a lot, but that's okay. My goal is to get this cleaned out before spring. And not only am I cleaning out up here, but I'm working on consolidating some lumber that we have around that needs to be dealt with. And I've been frantically working in the house, trying to declutter and get rid of unneeded stuff and just freshen things up a little bit, because once spring hits, I'll be outside more. Skip's out barking at the garbage truck. Over on this end of the barn, there's a whole, it's just a big composite of stuff that falls off the elevator. Some of it's second cut, some of it's first cut. So they're getting a smorgasbord. maybe one more. So one of the things that I get the most joy out of in life is reusing things, like having multiple uses for things, like this shower curtain. I might have learned that from my grandma way back in the Depression days. She learned to make do with what she had, as grandma and grandpa, as they raised 13 children on the farm. And it's always been kind of a, you know, not a joke, but we chuckle about how she reused everything. She's been in heaven now for quite a while, but anyways, I still think about her a lot. And recently I was given a quilt that she made. She was a big quilter, and I had to laugh at the colors that she used, because some of them might have been a little questionable whether they all went together, but the more I look at the quilt, the more I just like how it goes together. And in this day and age, when everything seemingly has to be so perfect and matchy-matchy many times, I'm talking about the home interior design world, I just love how she used what she had. And I don't do that enough, but I do love to do it whenever I can. And putting mulch on the garden with some of this hay is another way it's reused. Okay, Jim just wanted me to start this video, and I'm running on and on here about all this stuff, and you guys want to see some horses. So I better be quiet and share what's going on here in the horse world. Oh, and one last thing. I'm up on the other end of the barn getting some second cut down. And man, does it smell good. But anyways, I asked Jim if he's ever talked to you guys about his thoughts on feeding second cut to horses. And he said he didn't think he had. So maybe he can share that with you in this video. Come on, do it. Skip, come on. Good afternoon, everyone. It is the next afternoon. Jim did go logging yesterday. Today, he's home, and he is harrowing. He's harrowing with the 3 Suffolks. What he's doing right now, he's been out in the field already, but what he's doing right now is hooking up to a wagon with the horses. He's going to pull it back down to where he's harrowing because he uses that as a place to tie them so that they can rest. They've already had a good stretch of harrowing, but he's going to take this wagon down so that after a while he can give them a rest, and then he comes back here and does some other work while they're resting. Jim does not like to sit and do nothing while the horses are resting, but sometimes he knows they need a rest. So right now he is hitching this wagon up. Let's say hi to these guys. We've got Duke and Duke and Baron is in the middle, and Earl is on the other side. Duke is to my left. Baron and Earl. I'll tell you, when they're hooked up like this, you got to really look at them and figure out who's who. Jim told me that this may be the first time he has ever harrowed in March. He thinks he's getting a pretty early start. So this morning we had a covering of snow on the ground, and we're expecting bad weather on the weekend. But today and tomorrow should be half decent. Okay, so this is where the wagon will rest. This is the field Jim is working on with the horses. These are the spring-tooth harrows that rough up the ground. I can't conceive that would ever be possible that Jim would be harrowing down here at this early date if we had not invested in the tiling. This field down here is so wet. This is really quite unbelievable. I can't get over how beautiful I think that these horses are. They seem to be working very nicely together. Jim did tell me he didn't think they were working perfectly, but I don't know what they're doing wrong. They look good to me. This is Earl right here. One of the things that bugs Jim is if the evener is not straight across. All three of these. Right now it is. That's the way he likes it. But it's very hard because the other day I was driving, I think it was Duke and Earl, and he was kind of getting after me to keep them both even, and it means how you hold your lines and everything, and where you're putting your weight on the seat, and it's not always easy just to keep them straight. So for him, if they are not all straight across, he doesn't think they're working good. And I'm sure also it's how they take the curves, and if they turn in the way that he wants them to, that's an indication to him of how they're working. And when he edits this, he may take all this out, but it's just my commentary. Jim wanted me just to say or remind you that there was snow on the ground this morning. I mean, it was white, so I am surprised at how dry it is out here. Again, I am in shock and awe of how dry it is at this end of the field, which has usually got like puddles in it. So it makes me happy we did the tiling. Jim has got a lot, and the horses have got a lot of field work to do this spring because of the other section we did up and over. We tiled that as well last fall. So he has a lot to work up over there too. And he's got a lot of dreams and plans. And he said it opens up all kinds of possibilities because the ditches are different or not there. And because it's going to be drier. He can make different paddocks, plant different crops. So it opened up some new possibilities for us. Skip's been on the run all afternoon.
So I wanted to show you guys, this is a field that we had tiled not last fall, but the fall before. And we had just had it in pasture all last year, and then I plowed it last fall. But anyways, as you can see, all this water right here. I had a ditch down through here before they came to do the tiling, and out down there by the cabin there was a ditch, and it picked up a lot of this water that came from the wood side of things. And so now that water's still there because the ditch was messed up, and I should have got in here last year with the excavator and made a nice ditch, but I sort of thought that the tiling should handle it. Well, obviously it's not, has not, and it will not. So I still need this ditch. So I'll, as soon as I get the excavator home from Paul Smith College, I will get this dug. So that's why I'm not harrowing out here, because it's a little bit wetter here at this end of the field. So I'm just gonna work what I can, and then after I get this ditch dug, this water will just disappear really fast, and then the rest of this land will dry up, I'm sure. So that's what we're up to.
Well guys, I think we're going to call it a day. Thanks for coming along today. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed our content and want to see more videos like this and what we're going to be doing this spring, and you're not have not subscribed to our channel, please consider doing so. Did you like this video? If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Tell us what you're doing this spring for spring work. Do you have horses? Are you working them? Are you working in your gardens? What kind of spring work are you up to? Let us know in the comments below. Take care and have a great day.